Crazy town. Won't you take me to crazy town? That's right. Cause I'm a cowboy on a pale horse I ride. Cause I'm wanted, dead or alive. That's right, man. I got me a little, I got me some noise going on over here. That's what I got. Let's see here. Okay. Even though that's coming from my channel and I'm grateful to have, all of that going on over here. But yeah, it's in my way. So let me cut that off. This, do that. Bam. Okay. Now let's keep the party moving. So it is Saturday night. I told y'all I'd be back on Saturday. The football game I went to yesterday got completely out of control. Some butts got whooped from our side. We whooped that tail. In fact, it was over before it began. 35-0 before I even bounced. Now, I am not a cowboy, and I hope that I don't offend cowboys because, you know, you're not allowed to just, you know, dress up and things. And I was going to go to a little Halloween costume party after this. And I figured I'd be a cowboy, and I don't want to offend any people, you know. But I think pretty much cowboys are tough enough to say we'll let it go. But just in case some liberals are there, I just want to brace them. They might be shocked to see a black man dressed like a cowboy. You know what? You're a sellout to your people. Who knows? Who knows what'll come out of their mouth? So now we're going to get into some stuff because we're about to go straight through town. And we're going to try to get back from our trip within an hour. That's what we're going to try to do. And with that being said, text MAGA to this number so you can stay connected with me, 330-974-4607. If you text MAGA to that number, I can kind of keep you in connect with text messages and stuff like that. Also, I uploaded some shorts from some of the videos that we've done. And yeah, of course, YouTube didn't send out the notification, so you may not even know, but they're worth a good laugh, and they're also worth sharing to some of your more liberal friends. And then finally, our little monthly fundraiser, we trugging along. I mean, last month we took off. We came out the blocks like, This month, you know, it is what it is. Maybe people didn't get their welfare check or their food stamps, you know, but if you can, feel free to help out. It kind of deals with some of the crap that I got to go through when it comes down to YouTube until I figure all of this out. So the link is below this video if you want to support. I just say, hey, $5, that'd be great. All right, somebody say I'm looking bad to the bone. That's right. All I need is some straw in my mouth, and I'll be ready to go. But let me get loose for show because we got some craziness to get into tonight. Real gorilla. There's some kings in the building. Gorillas in here. Gorilla in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Another break. Yeah. I need to be looking like the Marlboro. What is it? Marlboro? I forget the name of that cigarette where the guy had it hanging out of his mouth. See, back then, they made cigarettes look cool. I could see why people got addicted to cigarettes back in the day, you know, because they made it look cool. You know, you would have John Wayne or somebody in the middle of a gunfight, and he got a cigarette hanging out. Marlboro. Yeah, he have a cigarette hanging out the side of his mouth while he's standing on top of a hill shooting people. But he got time to smoke, see. But now, I don't know. If you're under 40, I don't see how you get hooked on cigarettes. But anyway, it is what it is. But whoa, what's this? Breaking news? Let's see what's going on around this crazy town.
A story involving charges against a politician from our area. Congressman Jamaal Bowman from New York is now charged in D.C. with one count of falsely pulling the fire alarm. Ooh. He was seen on video pulling a fire alarm inside the Capitol as Democrats were trying to delay a key government funding vote.
But that's illegal, isn't it? You're not allowed to do that. Isn't that an insurrection? Shouldn't he be going to jail? He should be sitting right next to some of those J6 people. That's what he should be doing. So I guess he assumed that nobody would recognize that milk dud head. Everybody knows that milk dud head. How you gonna go ahead and be like, it wasn't me, I didn't do it, you're the only one with the milk dud head? Well, yes, but there might be some milk dud lookalikes. No, nobody's head is that milk duggish than yours. So let's hear his excuse, because I'm sure he gave us a good excuse of why he pulled that fire alarm.
Bowman claims it was an accident and that he didn't pull the alarm to try to delay the vote.
He says it was an accident and told reporters he was trying to get through a door thinking the alarm would open it.
There you go. That's how smart that guy is to sing Congress. Thinking the alarm would open the door. I mean, I'm not surprised he didn't start banging on the door like... I'm surprised he didn't go straight gorilla, straight ape on the door. I mean, he didn't know where the door was. Just straight caveman on the door. But he claims that he thought it would open. Let's see.
He later released a statement reading in part, quote, "Today I was rushing to make a vote. I came to a door that is usually open for votes, but today would not open."
It wouldn't open today. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Rep Bowman under investigation for pulling the fire alarm as McCarthy compares it to J6. That's true. That is true. The soft piano. Yes.
These are the folks who say it's just not believable that you would think a red fire alarm was an exit. How could you possibly get that mixed
Come on,
up?
Milk Dud.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. You know, they could have their opinion, but I know I was in a rush to get to my vote. And I tried the door, it didn't work. So I pulled the alarm thinking it would open.
Yeah, his Milk Dud brings all the boys in the yard. So I guess he thought the Milk Dud head was going to open up the door. All right, and he said it's all good. It's all good, man. You know, I was in a rush. I looked at the alarm and I said, man, that looks like a door handle. And so I went ahead and pulled it. And surprisingly, the door didn't open. But we're going to find out what really happened in a second, y'all.
That didn't work, so I went downstairs.
Hi, boys and girls. This is Congressman George Santos. This here is a fire alarm. If you lift this part here and pull this down, you trigger an alarm. Don't do it. Stay good, kids.
That guy's funny. That guy is funny. All right, but let's get back to Lion Bowman.
A dumb choice, but, you know, it is what it is. I take full responsibility.
No, it wasn't a dumb choice. It was a corrupt choice. That's what it was. It was a corrupt choice. So don't be talking about it was a dumb choice. I made a mistake, because we're about to find out it was no mistake. See, there's certain behavior that you have if it's a mistake. You pull it, you jump back like, oh, crap. How you shut this thing off? Or you go immediately to tell somebody, hey, I just accidentally pulled the fire alarm or whatever. You don't do things like what we're about to see in the latest footage.
For it, and now trying to move on, just do my job.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Uh-oh, video shows Bowman removing warning signs before pulling the Capitol alarm, despite saying it was an accident. Now, don't you have to show intent? Because remember, Hillary Clinton. There's no reasonable prosecutor that would ever bring charges to Mrs. Clinton because you can't prove that she intended on bleach bidding all of those laptops and smashing all of those Blackberries and deleting all of those emails. That we can't show that there was evil intent at all, even though it was all done after a subpoena. But so therefore, we find her not guilty. So now this guy right here, I think we're about to find some intent, because instead of trying the door, what did he do? Let's see what he did, y'all. Walks right up to the door. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Did y'all see the Milk Dud in action? Y'all see that Milk Dud on the move? He went straight to the signs, snatched them down. Why didn't Milk Dud even try the door? I mean, he would have been better off pushing the door to see if something would happen. Maybe he could have set an alarm off if he'd have opened the doors. But he didn't even try. How did he even know the doors were locked? The man didn't even push them. He went straight for the signs, ripped those down, and then beelined straight over to the what? Ring and bounced. Ring and bounced. Didn't even wait to see if the door's open. My man could at least waited like could have banged on the door a little bit, but he didn't even wait to check his results. That man knew exactly what he was doing, and I think this proves intent. Therefore, there's no way in that this man should get anything less than some jail time. But listen to what he says he thinks he's going to get. Look at that. Get this sign out. Get this mess down. Give me this alarm. I'm out. Wow. Yeah.
Bruh.
What a corrupt
So
state.
I pulled the alarm thinking it would open. That didn't work, so I went downstairs.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
As I said from the very beginning, I was not trying to disrupt any congressional proceedings.
No.
I'm glad that the investigation yielded that. And so it's against D.C. law, and I got to take responsibility for it, which I'm here to do. And looking forward to just, taking a deal, paying the fine, and in 3 months, this being dismissed. And
I wish all those J6ers were looking forward to that. I came there, the Capitol doors were open. There were police officers standing around and inviting us in. And we came in with our MAGA hats. We didn't even know we were trespassing. And I figure I'm looking forward to just, paying a little trespassing fine and going home and getting this behind me. But nope, they're labeled as insurrectionists. They're probably on some lists. Many of them are in jail right now, just rotting. While this big head dude right here got the nerve to sit back and say the investigation showed that I wasn't trying to. So maybe those investigators didn't see that total footage right there that shows you had no intentions on going through that door. I mean, what other reason would you do those things if you were not trying to slow the proceedings? I mean, do you randomly do that all the time? You know what? I'm just going to go down there and when I see signs up, I snatch them down and I pull fire alarms to get out of doors. That's what I do. It's the logical thing to do when you're running late. So how could you not gather and conclude that this man did this to delay the proceedings? And yet he is just cocky as ever. I'm just want to get this behind me so I can move on and
taking a deal, paying the fine, and in 3 months this being dismissed. And
Bowman will deliver an apology to Capitol Police and pay a $1,000 fine under a deal with prosecutors. Unbelievable. In return, the charge is expected to be dismissed in 3 months. Only in D.C. Only in D.C. This right here is a travesty. This is ridiculous. Unbelievable. A fine, and then it gets dropped into. He's getting the Hunter Biden treatment. No, what he's getting is the Democrat treatment. He got that Democrat armor. He got that Democrat privilege. Because if this was George Santis right there, whatever his name is, that dude would be kicked out of Congress. They're trying to get him out now. If it was any Republican, they would throw away the key. But nope, not this guy. What kind of investigation did they do? They didn't let me do it. Man, I will be all over that milk dud head. I might grab that video and smash it right up against his nose. Look at this. Is that you? Is that you? Does it look like you were? It's unreal. So, here we go. Unbelievable. I wonder how much time he should get. Viral meme maker who joked about Hillary Clinton sentenced to 7 months in prison for election interference, but yet milk that head gets a slap on the wrist, gets to pay a fine. 3 months getting it all behind him. That's it. And yet this young man who created a meme clowning Hillary Clinton gets 7 months in prison. And I hope when Trump get in, he pardons that man. And I hope that that man can sue for something. Because guess what? It was a victimless crime. Who was hurt by that? Not to mention, there's an Asian girl who posted the same thing, but it was targeting conservatives. She's running around free. That's what she's doing. This man gets 7 months for that, and Jamaal Bowman gets nothing. And it ain't a two-tier system. It's not a two-tier system, though. Unreal. 7 months.
What the?
Smell shite.
Definitely shite. That is a bunch of shite. So that's what we're looking at. Now, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this? What's this? Hold on. Hold on.
Smell shite.
Yeah. But that's the two-tier system we're working with. But wait, what's this? Let me see something. Okay. Oh, well, look at this, y'all. See, folks overseas done learned. They done learned from our Democrats and their identity politics. See, and they're using it now to bully folks into doing stupid stuff in their countries. See, the whole thing right now is, I guess, every white person on the planet is racist. That's just a new thing that just popped up in the last couple of years. You know, usually it was confined to more so, you know, the United States because of the history with slavery. You know, you heard a lot of that going on, but now it's done spread all over the world. If you want to bully your government or politicians into doing something, just, you know, start labeling them as you're white. You're white. That's it. If you're white, you need to shut up. If you're white, you need to let us bully you into doing something stupid. So this guy, I think he might be over in Ireland or England or somewhere around there. But he's trying to get them to bring in Palestinian refugees. And I guess he's using the narrative of everybody who makes these decisions are all white. So I guess that's that's why they don't want them to come in. So let's see his argument. Let's see here.
Currently, 1 million people displaced within Gaza. So therefore, I'm calling today on the international community to commit to a worldwide refugee program for the people of Gaza.
What? Excuse me, brother. This man wants all of the people around the world to bring in people from Gaza. How do we screen them? That's my question. How do we know who they are? How do we know they're not a part of Hamas? See, so you want everybody to bring in all these people and disregard some built-in, say, concerns. And it ain't about racism or any of that. It's just you're coming from a country that just committed a terroristic act. And I don't know if we can trust everybody that's coming. Now, I'm sorry about what's going on over there and all, but y'all gonna have to work that out over there. But watch how he decides to go ahead and force this upon the people where he's at. Oh, Scotland, minister. Okay. No, it's okay. But refugees, Scotland, offers. All right. Faces backlash.
White. The Lord Justice Clark. White. Every High Court judge. White. The Lord Advocate. White. The Solicitor General. White. Chief Constable. White. Every Deputy Chief Constable. White. Every Assistant Chief Constable. White. The head of the Law Society. White. The head of the Faculty of Advocates. White.
Where did he learn this from? See, notice when these other countries want to infiltrate any Western country, they use this tactic against them. They don't use this tactic in China, Japan, Africa. They don't go over there like everybody on the panel, black. That man right there, he's black. This good, black. Every one of them are black. They don't do that. They don't go to Arab countries and be like, yes, everybody, black, all Arab. They don't go over to China and do that. So they've learned this tactic so they can infiltrate into Western society and put whatever in there they want by calling these people racist. So by saying they're white, what he's saying is you're racist. White people, if y'all don't embrace all of these refugees from our broken country that just committed a terrorist act, it's because you're white. You're white. As if these people were black or other races, they wouldn't, they'd open up the doors. Come on in. Come on in. See, and so you learn these things when you get an example like what's going on out there in Chicago and New York. People have common sense when it's brought to their doorstep. See, so for the longest, they were saying only white people wouldn't want illegal immigrants to come in until they start shoving them in the face of all of those black, Asians, Latinos, and all of them were saying, we don't want them. We don't, it ain't safe. It's a problem. Sorry, ain't our problem. See, but as long as they could have kept that confined to red states or predominantly, conservative states, they would use the whole, you're white. That's the only reason, white. And in reality, anybody with common sense, if I was over there sitting on that board, I would be going, I'm not white, and I think that's a bad idea. That's what I think. But this is a form of bullying and manipulating, different countries to accept stuff that could come back to bite you. I mean, look what happened to France. But anyway, let's continue though, because he's on his white kick right now.
Every prison governor, white. And not just justice. The chief medical officer, white. Chief nursing officer, white.
Your point?
Chief veterinary officer, white. The chief social work advisor, white. Almost every trade union in this country headed by people who are white. In the Scottish Government, every Director General is white. Every chair of every public body is white.
What's this? What's the percentage of Scotland is white? So now, here this guy is trying to, make a point that everybody's white. Well, you are over in Scotland, and they have a 95.4% white population. So what are the odds that all those people would be white? Probably like 99%. See, so I could see if you were in some very diverse country, but you're in Scotland and you're going to try to use that. I guarantee you, if I go to Scotland right now, man, they probably would be looking at me like I'm a unicorn. Look at that guy right there. I can't believe him. He's black. Never seen one of those in person. So here you have this man trying to use this as an argument to bully these people into bringing refugees in from Gaza. And he's using Marxist conflict theory. He's using straight up identity politics to try to bully them. And I guess he didn't check the population. Of course, most likely they would all be white. But hey, they don't care about that stuff. They don't care about that stuff. And that's why he's about to get what he deserves. Oh, Scottish government accused withholding COVID. What? There he is. There he is. Oh. Whoa. Twee fall down, but twee get up. Oh, man. Boy. Okay. Now, wait. Here we go. After a good laugh, now I got to get serious again. The Rhino Award goes to, drumroll,
because I think that we could well find ourselves in a situation, given what we know the Trump folks are doing in terms of attempting to question the results of the election. We don't want a situation where the election is thrown into the House of Representatives and Donald Trump has any possibility at all of prevailing under those circumstances. So we've got to...
What is this chick's purpose? What is she trying to protect at this point? I mean, she's already out of office. All right, go somewhere and retire. Go somewhere and sit down. Unless you got some investments or some stock in, some companies out there that you supported you and your dad. Maybe, you're a warmonger. Maybe you got some stock in one of the military industrial, complexes or whatever. I don't know. Because she is so adamant against Trump for some reason. Now, she don't believe any of this crap. She don't believe that, Trump gets back in, he's an existential threat. He has to be a threat to something that she personally possesses or believes in, something. Because the stuff that she throws out there is just a smokescreen. It's definitely not the real reason she's trying to stop Trump from getting in. But that's the same with most of the Rhino Republicans. They're protecting their own power, their own nest egg. Maybe it's the procedures or the status quo. Maybe it's Trump might come in here and mess up how we get our kickbacks from all of these, companies that be investing in us. Trump might come in and shut down a war and we about to get paid, man. Trump might come in and shut down what's going on over there in Ukraine and we all getting kickbacks because the money is still running around somewhere. We don't know where it's at. We don't know where all that money go. It could be circulating right back into the United States, into these people's pockets. We don't know. But for some reason, her mission is to go out there and try to hate on Trump. And then got the nerve to say this.
Elect people who believe in the Constitution and who take their responsibilities seriously to Congress. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing that in addition to... wasting your time. That's what you're going to be doing. So here she is talking about believe in the Constitution. No, believe in the uniparty. That's what you want. It ain't about the Constitution. You blew through the Constitution when you jumped on Nancy Pelosi's board and tried to get Trump dang on prosecuted. That whole J6 committee crap. You threw that out. That was a raggedy committee.
And yet you jumped your butt right on it. But now she's considering making a run for the president of the United States. Oh, by the way, did y'all hear? Mike Pence took it to the chin. He dropped out. Boy, I can't even believe that man even lasted this long. What would make this is what kills me about these rhinos. Once they get revealed, they're done. At that point, I'm thinking to myself, why don't you just lay low? The people who supported you at one point no longer like you. Don't be the boyfriend or girlfriend that keeps hanging around to the point where you got to come out and look, it's over. I don't like you. Okay? You understand that? I don't like you. Don't come around me again. You understand that? See, you almost got to get to that point with them. Because who does she think she's appealing to? That's what kills me. And yet she got the nerve to be talking about a run for the presidency?
Other things.
But you're not ruling out a presidential run?
No, I'm not.
Okay. But you're not ruling out a presidential run? Okay.
I am Dick Cheney. I proudly voted for
He's
my
still
daughter.
alive?
I hope you will too.
All eyes were on Wyoming last night when Congresswoman Liz Cheney was defeated in a landslide.
Well, about last night, you lost by approximately 37 points, a greater margin than even polls had predicted.
Here you go. It's Harriet Hageman. The margin is almost 2-1 over Liz Cheney here, which basically happened here. Is what the polls suggested was going to happen, is what we've seen in other races like this with Republicans who supported impeaching Donald Trump after January 6th.
Liz, you're fired. Get
her out of there. Get her out of there.
About running for president.
That's a decision that I'm going to make in the coming months, Savannah. I'm not going to make any announcements here this morning, but it is something that I'm thinking about, and I'll make a decision in the coming month. That would be the worst decision of your career. Worse than you getting a shellacking when you ran again for the Senate. The House. She got her butt beat. That was a big spread right there. If you were a betting man, you would have won everything. All right, I'm going with the 30-point spread. 30 points, that's pretty big. I'm feeling lucky. You would have cashed in big time. So here the rhino is considering running for some reason. I mean, do she really think she has a chance? It's all about wasting people's money. What is that? Trying to stay relative? Who's going to be sending you bucks? That's my question. Who's going to be, you know what, I'm voting for Liz Cheney. You got to be crazy. Same thing with Mike Pence. Same thing with many of these people that are running right now. And I'm saying, y'all just running for nothing. Y'all out there like Forrest Gump, just straight running for nothing. At the end, you're just going to stop one day. And like, one day I decided to stop. That's it. So Mike Pence already stopped. And Liz Cheney is still thinking about running. But wait a minute. Oh, boy. Here we go, y'all. When words come back to bite you. Oh, man.
But there's a growing gap between what's known and what's being circulated is true. And it's very troubling.
Fredo Cuomo.
Because people react. They do things. They say things that may be misguided or just flat out wrong. But there's a great opportunity for disinformation, especially on social media. I caution you to be very careful.
Well, thank you, Chris Cuomo. Fredo Cuomo with your new look since you got booted from CNN. So he's cautioning us, y'all, to be very careful because we don't want to be victims of dis and misinformation.
About what you choose to believe and on what basis. I caution you to be very careful.
Oh, I got a bad feeling about
what you
this.
choose to believe and on what basis.
2 seconds later.
The horrific scene at a hospital in Gaza today, an explosion that killed more than 500 people.
Oh. You sure about that?
Oh, wait. U.S. says initial independent review shows no evidence of bomb strike on Gaza hospital. Oh, well, Fredo, it looks like you jumped the shark too early. No evidence of.
The horrific scene at a hospital in Gaza today, an explosion that killed more than 500 people. I caution you to be very careful about what you choose to believe and on what basis.
Next time, take your own advice.
You hear that? Next time, take your own advice. He should. See, but you got to figure, though, they don't care. And the sad part about this is they will be quicker to report on something that might have happened in Gaza than they will on something that might have happened in Israel. And you fail to realize that, wait, Hamas committed a terroristic act. You think they would like be like, well, we're going to be honest and report what's going on over here? Or could it be they know the peanut heads in our media and the dodo birds all around the country that they could just throw out anything and they'll latch onto it and try to make it look like now all of a sudden, Hamas and all of them are the victims. Look what Israel did. And they don't even stop to say, well, who's giving us this information? These are the same people that parachuted in and started shooting up folks. Maybe we should pause for a second. Could it be they're dropping out mis and disinformation to us to make them look sympathetic? Everybody, oh man, that's messed up. They blew up a hospital. I don't know, Israel, man, they're going too far. But yet, they fall for it. And here's Cuomo, straight up, y'all need to be careful, and this and this and this and that. So, here we go. Oh, wait, we still in crazy town. Oh, man. Now, this is a case where you could only use so much gaslighting award. Who is this? House Republican tries once again to nominate the speaker. I think we might have Black Gate drop.
But I mean, look, I mean, we say this, I know we say this ad nauseum. We were joking around with Kayla, I think it was Kayla, I can't remember, on this. It is for them to fix, right? It is for them to decide who is going to be the speaker. Them beating the House Republicans. They gotta get to work here.
Now, you see the Christmas tree? You see that Charlie Brown Christmas tree right there? Up here talking about something. And I said they got to get moving. Now, so here she was talking reckless when they were still trying to figure out who was going to be the House Speaker. And here she pivots to say, look, the Republicans ain't doing nothing, but Biden is getting it in. Biden is getting it done.
The American people is counting on us. And the president is doing his job. He's doing his job domestically and as commander-in-chief. We have to see House Republicans do their job as well. The American people is counting on us. And the president is doing his job. He's doing his job domestically and as commander-in-chief.
Biden has been on vacation 40% of his presidency. Wow. How many of y'all get almost half a year off from work? Y'all don't get 40% vacation time? No? Wow. That's crazy right there. So let me see. 40%, this man has been on vacation. And really, it's 100%. He's been on vacation since they put him in there. That dude, even when he's working, he's on vacation because he has no idea what's going on. But nonetheless, 40%. And she's talking about, the Biden's doing his job. Well, we got to check her work now. Oh, President Joe Biden has held fewer news conferences, interviews than predecessors during first year in office. Not a good look, Biden. Not a good look. 50 Cent rips Biden for her Delaware Beach trip during Israel-Hamas war. Get the bleep up. Tell him, 50. That's what I'm talking about.
Go. Bruh.
Oh, Biden hits in the middle. Okay, look at all of that. 50 was right. We in trouble, man.
The president is doing his job.
There he is, doing his job. Look at that. I'm surprised he don't get blown away by the water. Mr. Burns. That's how skinny he is. So here he's out there doing his job, pretending to read, but he can't read that teleprompter. Oh, the chair's winning. The chair's winning. Boy, I wish I could control animals. I would channel a whole bunch of seagulls and just start picking at his dang on ducktail he got hanging off the back. But here he is trying to drag a chair, and the chair seems to be dragging him. Wait up, Jill! It's too heavy! What a slime ball. There it is, he's working. It's working.
The American people is counting on us. And the president is doing his job. He's doing his job domestically and as commander-in-chief.
But I tell you,
to tear it up. That's what he's doing. He's doing his job by tearing up the whole country and other countries too.
What, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
You've been to bed already.
We want to, for example, at the G20,
what?
we were able to act on a proposal I had to build a railroad all the way from Riyadh, all the way through the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Israel, up through Greece, and then across.
Y'all hear this railroad? Did y'all hear about this magical railroad? Man, what kind of tracks you gonna use, Joe? Go across water, under the water, over the hills and through the snows. To grandmama's house we go. So now, Joe's up here talking about a railroad, because you know he like choo-choo trains. Y'all seen him out there with his little choo-choo train hat on and stuff.
Not the railroad, but pipeline across the Mediterranean up into Europe.
Now see, you're going to get me all excited about a railroad that goes across water and up mountains and stuff like that. Now you're going, a pipeline. That ain't the same, Joe. And don't forget this, too, because remember, he's doing his job overseas. All of this, if he's doing it overseas, and he's also doing it domestically.
The mission is over, and when we are leaving the airport will not be the United States our responsibility anymore.
You hear Kermit the Frog? Remember this? This was Afghanistan, where Joe Biden, I guess, woke up that morning. Yeah, let's pull out. Oh, wait, what? Sir, we at least need to warn that. Look, I said pull out. Okay. And we left all the equipment and abandoned the airport, and yet he's handling things domestically, handling things on a global stage, while John Kirby has to come out and confess that we left a big fat airport to the Taliban.
So how it gets managed going forward will be something that the Taliban, who are now in Kabul, will have to manage them on their own with them, and I assume with the international community. But that won't be an American responsibility.
Oh yeah, won't be an American responsibility. Yeah, calling that handling things. Did y'all see the Taliban kicking it with all of our equipment? I was so mad watching them videos. They all up in the helicopters and mess all in the Jeeps, having a good time, shooting guns that they got from us. Yeah, then went into the presidential estate and jumped on all that equipment. Didn't even take off the long robes, had the head wraps on and stuff. Look, I'm doing things. How does this thing work? Having a great time, eating ice cream. And yet, she had the nerve to come out there and say, President Biden's doing his job. Please. That man ain't did one thing since he been in office that he know of. There's somebody's doing something, but it ain't him. So now, wait a minute. Whoa. Oh, God. Now, here we go. Here we go now. I want gun bans, but know nothing about guns award. Let's see who gets that award tonight.
I would love to see an assault weapons ban. Like President Reagan, I don't believe they're a sport or hunting instrument. It's like shooting fish in a bucket, but that's my take.
But also, if you shoot with an AR-15, let's say you shoot a deer, you can't eat it.
Where is it at? Where's y'all? You know what? Better be lucky I ain't got it right now. Y'all hear Toucan saying those? Did y'all hear Pelican beat right there? And also, if you shoot it, you can't eat it. So if you shoot a deer with an AR-15, you can't eat it. I guess that AR-15 round explodes the whole deer. So the lady who probably have never hunted or held an AR-15, don't know what the bullet looks like, claims that if you shoot a deer with an AR-15, you can't eat it. How about seeing what a 30-06 would do to a deer? See, so maybe if she compares that bullet to a 30-06 bullet, yeah, if that doesn't explode the deer, surely an AR-15 round won't do it. If you haven't shot a 30-06, be careful. First time I shot one, normally I don't use a scope. I shoot with free eye. But I had a scope on this one down in Mississippi hunting. And had the nerve to look through the scope, got all close. Boom! Left a pretty beautiful black ring around my eyeball. Man, everybody knew I had gotten that eyeball jacked up. Came back to the house, everybody's like, what happened to your eye? Nothing. Oh, you shot the 30-06 and put your eye in the scope. Maybe. So here's this lady. She says that, yeah, you can't even eat the meat if you shoot it with an AR-15.
Because you basically demolish
In addition
the
to that,
but also if you shoot with an AR-15, let's say you shoot a deer, you can't eat it. Because you basically demolish
In addition to that, but
You can't eat it.
Is that true?
Because you basically demolish
In addition to that, but is that true?
Of course not.
Let's see. Okay, it's best to look at the states that don't allow deer hunting. Okay, 223, meter bullet, AR-15 rifle, Colorado, Connecticut, Ohio, this and West and there, require larger bullets to be used to hunt game. All of these states right there requires larger bullets than an AR-15 to shoot a deer. That means if you shoot the deer with an AR-15 round, you know, it might still run around. You want to kill the deer. You don't want to torture the deer. You don't want the deer running 8 more miles because he just got hit with an AR-15 round versus a 30-06 round. But Big Nose, she doesn't know that. She's so thirsty to get everybody's guns, she will get out there and drop all of that stuff out there with no knowledge, no fact check, no nothing. She could at least call somebody before she said that. Hello? Would the AR-15 round destroy a whole deer? No? Well, you know what? I'm going with it anyway. Because I want to scare all of my bubblehead audience into thinking we got to get the big scary gun off the market. But wait, she don't win the award all by herself. Look who else is up for this award. She got an excuse because she's a dummy.
I might add, the Second Amendment from the day it was passed.
He's a dummy too.
Limited the type of people who could own a gun and what type of weapon you could own. You couldn't buy a cannon.
Uh-oh. Can you legally own a cannon? Oh my. Cannons are categorized as destructive devices under 1934 Act. You may have jumped hoops, but you can't get a cannon. Sound like you can get a cannon. So why is this man making choices? Why is this guy all the time out there talking about we need more stricter gun legislation? The same guy who told his wife to shoot a double-barrel shotgun twice up in the air for home protection, leaving her with no rounds after that. That guy. Yeah, you know, so these leaders and these influencers out there who are always gunning after our guns seem to have no knowledge about guns.
You couldn't buy a cannon. There's no possible justification for having 100 rounds in a magazine of a gun. Like I said before, what do you think? The deer wearing Kevlar vest?
What an idiot. Anybody got an AR-15 that can hold 100 rounds? Mine hold 30. I'm just saying. I don't know if you can find maybe there's one out there. I ain't got one. But yeah, there it is. Just throw stuff out there. Just like that. He's a Democrat. Somebody else has put that on their agenda. We want to get guns. We want to go ahead and pave the way for when we really implement tyranny. We don't want to have to deal with all of these conservatives running around with that pesky AR-15 standing in our way. So I need you guys to go out there and whine about, we got to get this gun off the market right here because most conservatives own it. That's what it really comes down to. And we are snooping that around with tyranny. Speaking of tyranny, after this clip you're about to witness, we're going to talk about some tyranny. But I want to warn you for this clip. Now, you want to talk about some crazy town? Now, we already done seen Milk That Head. We've seen him. That dude's crazy. These Democrats try to act like they are so, refined. They're so cultured. They're so warm-hearted and kind, and they treat people with respect. But behind closed doors, they get revealed and exposed. And y'all, Sheila Jackson done got exposed. Y'all ready for the Potty Mouth Award of the Year? Boy, I tell you, plug your ears up with cotton if you sensitive, because I did not edit it or nothing. We want to hear the raw, real Sheila Jackson. Come on, Sheila. Tell us what's on your mind.
You took a piece of paper from that woman regarding something that was over at Duncan Hill. Where is it? What date was it?
Oh, from Jerome took it upstairs. I have to call him. He took it up when I switched out the picture. I'll call him.
I don't want you to do a goddamn thing.
Oh.
I want you to have a I want you to have read it. I want you to say, Congresswoman, it was such and such date. That's what I want. That's the kind of stamp that I want to have. So some stupid other motherfucker did it, and I don't have the information. Nobody sent me the information. I need to.
Do you kiss your grandchildren with that mouth? Do you hear this chick with that Cinnabon on the back of her head right there? Do you hear her? I thought she was in Soon I Will Be Done, the Troubles. Didn't she play that Sheila Jackson in that movie? But boy, she is now out there dropping all kind of Mickey Fickies. Mickey Fickies. Now, you think this woman is kind-hearted? You think she's really in it for the people? This is how she's talking to her employees, but it gets worse. I'm telling you, if you're sensitive, you know. But I want y'all to hear really what she's about. Because, see, when nobody's listening, or at least you think, that's when you're really revealed. And I'm glad whoever recorded this leaked it.
Ensure my schedule, and, if Boo-Boo did it, did it. And nobody knows a goddamn thing in my office. Okay? Nothing.
Somebody get a bar of soap.
I gave it to you. Your job was to get it on the calendar, imprint it in your brain, or send me the information back saying, Congresswoman, I made sure that the Ovi Duncan Tell event that you gave me for so-and-so date at 7 is on the calendar. Not to Jerome Hampton. Okay? So when
Who would have ever thought such an old, washed-up lady would have such a nasty mouth? Is she married? If so, I wonder how her husband kissed her with that mouth. Boy. And that bun on top of her head, dang on it. But here she is out there, dropping all kind of Mickey Fickies on these people, and they're still working for her. I would hope they would be like, man, I'm done with this, man. I ain't gonna have this old chick out here cussing at me like this. But she's just getting warmed up.
I called Jerome. He told me to sit up there like a fat, stupid idiot, talking about what the he doesn't know. Okay? Both of y'all are. It's the worst shit that I could have ever had put together.
Oh, she's going to find cuss words. These are unnecessary cuss words. She's like, you know what? I'm going to go find a cuss word. Now, I could use a regular word, but why do that when I could substitute it for a cuss word? So here she is, reaching up, grabbing every cuss word she can to just degrade her employees. So whoever these two on the phone listening to this, one of them recorded it and leaked it. Good. Now we see Granny's not so nice at all.
Goddamn big ass idiots serve no goddamn purpose.
Oh, no purpose.
Nobody's respecting them. Nobody gives a shit about what you're doing, and you ain't doing shit.
Oh,
and this is an example of it. I gave it to Jerome. This is not child's work. Okay.
I'm telling you right now, I gave her back to her. Hold on, man. Who the heck do you think you talking to? Cinnabon? I jumped through this phone and snatched that thing off your head. They ain't gonna try to wear it like a halo to cover up those horns. This is my built-in halo to cover up the horns. Unbelievable. I'd have called my cousins and stuff because I don't hit women. Lorinda, Lonnie, Sheila Jackson's over here talking reckless. Yeah, she wants some drama. Could you come over and give her that smoke? Okay, I'll wait. Dang on it. See her cuss her way out of that. Y'all, Mickey Ficky, you know what? Oh, okay. See, now y'all got to jump me, huh? Now give me my bun back. Give me my bun. Rip that bun right out of her head. She should be ashamed of herself, but she's not. Because I guarantee you, her and many other Democrats talk like that to their staff and others. But they know how to go out to that mic. Well, you know what? We're respectful and we need to all come together and treat people with love and respect, whatever. But wait a minute. What U.S. Democrats envy. Here's a clip from, I think, England. And I know every Democrat that watched this clip probably is envious. They probably like, why can't we do that here in the United States? Here's a lady who was praying in public in England, and look who showed up at her house.
Were you here as part of an organised protest? No, you're not. Are you part of a pro-life organisation or pro-choice organisation?
I am, but I'm not here in that capacity.
Okay. Are you protesting?
No.
Are you here to pray for the lives of unborn children?
It's a little bit leading, but no, I'm not.
Okay. Can your actions be carried out elsewhere?
I can pray elsewhere, but I want to pray here today.
Y'all see this? Y'all don't think this is coming down the pipeline? This is one of our closest allies. And this crap is going on in their countries. And see, what I don't understand is why America and other Western countries will always try to bully countries when it comes down to transgenders' rights and gay marriage and stuff. These countries over here in Africa, they need to work on their feelings about the transgender kids and stuff and all of that. But yet these people are tiptoeing up to persecuting people based on speech, based on religion, all of that stuff. Who would have ever thought in England that these people would be knocking on your door, asking you about praying in front of a, I guess, abortion place? I mean, this is crazy. And I guarantee you, our politicians over here are going, ooh, boy. I mean, how long we got to wait before we can get that Second Amendment going? Get them guns? Because, see, this is what these people are subjected to. Now, you're sitting there trying to justify why you were praying in the street, and they're asking you stupid questions like this. I know this woman's like, what kind of country am I in? So what's the solution?
Right. Why have you chosen the location here to stand?
You know, this is an abortion centre that I'm standing outside of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you aware that there is a public space protection order in place here?
Yes, I am.
Look, she's reading her script. She's probably like, I can't believe they sent me out here to go ahead and harass this lady about this mess. So wait, what's the laws again? What's the new procedures? Give me the script. All right, are you believe in God? Okay. Why don't you support abortion? This is intimidation right here, to make people say, okay, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, and I'm not going to take a stand against anything that I see as immoral, so on and so forth. So now this lady is getting questioned about her religion and why she need to pray where she prayed. Listen to this.
Okay. Are you aware that you're breaching the public protection order?
I'm not, no.
Will you move from here to outside of the exclusion zone?
I don't believe I need to.
Okay. If not, why are you not willing to move outside of the exclusion zone?
Because I don't believe I need to. I believe I've got a right to be here.
Thank you. I'll be like, exactly, why are you here anyway? I don't understand. Don't you have some type of crime to be actually going after? Instead, you're standing here asking me all of these silly questions. Unbelievable. So, you think she show up in the Muslim community asking those questions? No? Doubt it. But I guess it's just open season on Christianity.
Okay. Right. If you believe that you're present to protest in any form, obviously we're going to need to issue with a fixed penalty notice.
Sorry, can you explain that again?
Yes. If you believe that you're present to protect in any form.
If I believe what, sorry?
If you believe that you are present to protest.
No, I'm not here to protest, no.
Right. Well, you're in the PSPO, you're breaching it.
I'm in the zone.
Yes.
How do these people live with themselves? Like, how did England get to this point, man? Where, and see, I think a lot of people are a little delusional about how quickly things can fall into tyranny and socialism and stuff like that. In America, I never thought we would be where we're at right now. And it happened almost overnight. And, I sit back and I say, okay, could something like this become the norm in the U.S., where you will have people showing up at your crib, questioning you about things that you say, this is my God-given right. But they've deemed you to be a social menace or a misfit or, a spreader of dis and misinformation. And the next thought I had was, okay, how would they be able to get a whole bunch of law enforcement to go along with this? And yet you got people over there showing up at people's house. And I wonder if this lady thinks about this. I wonder if she goes home at night and say, I can't believe I was up there questioning this lady about praying. What kind of job am I in? I mean, maybe we should question the system instead of allowing them to use us to implement this type of harassment. And we have small pockets of that right now in the United States. FBI showing up at people's cribs, questioning them, for no reason. So it's not far-fetched to think that if you get enough law enforcement on the side of these people who are making these choices that just want to keep their job, or they buy into this liberal logic that everybody I'm going to question, I'm doing it because these people are a threat to our country. You get enough brainwashed police officers, public servants, you never know. Now, I don't think right now we're at that point, because I know if they were to say, hey, military, I want y'all to all come back into the country and go door to door, taking everybody's guns by force. I don't think that the military would do that. They would be like, no, man, these are our citizens. These are our brothers. We're not there yet. But they're working real hard to get to a point where they won't get that pushback from the military, from the police. They would love to centralize all law enforcement up there in Washington, because they would send those dudes out. That's why they sent the Washington crew down to go into Trump's crib. They didn't use the local FBI, because the local FBI would have been like, man, I ain't doing what. That's not a part of there's a different way to handle this. But the ones in Washington came on down and did it. So it's scary to even listen to this right here. I'm saying this is England. Unbelievable.
I'm not protesting. Yes, so you're going to be given a fixed penalty notice today.
A fixed penalty notice.
That'll be given to you with the offence and failing to comply with the Public Space Protection Order and the Antisocial Behaviour Primary Policing Act 2014. And my colleague's going to issue with the ticket.
Just to make it clear, I'm not protesting. Okay. But you can't be here.
But you can't be here.
I think you've seen that before. I know there's a zone here, but I'm not protesting within the zone. I'm just silently praying.
What's your date of birth, Isabel?
Look, gave it to her anyway. Gave her to her anyway. This is unbelievable. Now, if Trump gets back in, situations like this, we should put the pressure on countries who do this. I mean, they all claim that, China, we outspoken about what they're doing to the Uyghurs, any country that abuses their citizens. But if you look at our current politicians right now, they're allowing a whole bunch of other stuff to go on with their citizens and aren't saying anything. So now my question becomes, are you not saying anything about this because you're okay with it? Are you ignorant? Do you not know what's going on in some of these countries? I've heard other countries speak out against what goes on up in Canada, but yet our current politicians are not speaking out in regards to some of the things. I say we should be holding these countries accountable. Like, hey, what's going on over there with y'all and harassing folks over their freedom of speech? Maybe we don't want to do business over there. Sitting back supporting Ukraine while the little midget tattoo is we need more money for the Ukraine. Is persecuting Christians. And we're sending money over there, which I do not understand why we're doing that. All of this stuff that goes on in these countries, I have to conclude that why are we overlooking it? Could it be that either I wish we could do it here. We should have been furious about what they did to the people during the lockdowns in, Australia and in Canada. But notice our man chicken didn't say nothing about it. Democrat Party didn't say nothing about it. Unbelievable, because in their mind they're going, boy, I would love to do that here. If we didn't have that Second Amendment, we'd be all over these folks. But don't worry, we're coming after it. So guys, we're going to end tonight with totally unaware of consequences. Our society is in trouble. And we're about to see the young folks right now they're damaged. We are in big time trouble. So here's some people that are totally unaware of consequences. Look at this. Overseas. Mad at the bus. climate change.
If you sit down in front of it, if you sit
You're the idiot? The idiot walking away talking about if you sit down in front of it, you'll get killed. You'll be absolutely trampled and ran over while I walk away. You see that? That's how liberals think. We are in trouble as a species. So now they're trying to stop this bus from rolling, and the bus driver's not having it. What do these people think they're going to do? What do you think they're going to change stuff? This is a complete waste of time. Unbelievable. Look, sit down in front of it. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Mad at the bus driver.
Stop! Everyone sit down!
Everyone sit down.
Stop!
At some point, these people are going to win a Darwin Award. Right now, normally in a car, you get the double tap. I hit a squirrel one time and gave him the double tap. Foop, foop. I knew it. I'm like, oh, crap. He got the front and back wheels. But you get hit by that, you get like the quadruple tap. Foop, 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 foop. So now they all talk, let's sit down. And we're going to make a human barrier against this bus. What idiots. Now they're offended. Boy, there's people on the ground. He knows that. They put themselves on the ground. That's the funny part about this. This ain't one of those, well, you know what? I lost control of my vehicle and I ran up on a sidewalk and hit some people. These are people in the middle of the street. Now, these type of tactics right here, there's no way I'm listening to you. If I'm trying to do my job and you're trying to block the bus talking about some climate change, I'm like, you're yelling at the person. I mean, if you that mad, go to the company that owns whatever, but don't be keeping me from doing my job, or you're going to get the triple, quadruple tap, or you're going to be pushed out the way very slowly by something that you cannot stop. Unreal. Now, if this was some other countries, they might get the Darwin Award. This guy's taking it easy, nice and slow. Totally unaware of consequences. Got kids up there. Boy, these people are idiots, man. The bus driver like, and they still running beside the bus. What? Good grief. Man. I mean, hey, natural selection. Maybe the Darwin Award is warranted. I mean, because you get people like this who take time out of their day to go down there and stand in front of a bus. That's what we're going to stand in front of. We're going to stop this 7-ton bus right here and just yell and scream and blame the bus driver. Stop! Stop! There's people in front of you. I know there's people in front of me. Oh, here's some other ones. These folks right here are also unaware of consequences. These are two teens that are legal, and they got busted shoplifting, which I cannot believe, because remember, they're all coming for a better life. And it seems that they've already adopted the privilege that the Democrats have given many of our young adults in the cities to go ahead and shoplift. So they probably are, oh, well, yeah, I guess this is the thing to do here in the U.S. So let's see if they realize what they've done.
Stop. What's up? Priya, stop. Why? Stop. For what? Because I said so. Stop. Why? Excuse me? These three?
Yep.
Okay, come this way.
Are these bags? They're ours. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the sunglasses are ours too. Sunglasses.
Oh, stole some sunglasses. Laughing.
You got handcuffs? Huh? Can we bring them to our office?
I'm not good with nothing. I got this sunglasses.
That's illegal.
I don't know what happened there.
Do you guys have IDs from somewhere?
No,
Do you have IDs?
I don't have.
You never have IDs issued to you.
Yes.
You don't have any identification whatsoever.
Somebody said I'm blurry. Hold on. Okay. All right. I just went ahead and flipped on the Wi-Fi. All right, 1 second here. So y'all see this? These are people that should be laying low but they are stealing sunglasses and then shocked that they were arrested. And instead of being humble about it, listen to what they say.
So what's your name? Where are you from?
Romania.
So you have no identification at all. How do you spell your name?
I know someone to spell it. She can write it for you.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
What's your name? Spell it.
I don't know to spell it. I don't know so much English. But this is my base.
What about the deodorant?
Only two.
We watched you put this in that bag.
What?
Watch?
Grab it.
This is my home.
We watched you grab it.
What's your
Playing on the phone, totally disrespecting these guys. Shocked. What? This is mine. This and that. This is unbelievable. So you get to the country, shouldn't even be in the country, don't have any ID, steal some glasses, and you're unaware of the potential danger you're in here. I mean, you should be not only thrown in jail, but should be deported. Just totally don't understand, like, hey, this is a serious situation here. And watch what she says.
What's your birthday?
97.
Laughing.
What's your birthday?
97 February.
February what?
97. Me, I don't see nothing.
Okay. So the cameras are lying? So the cameras are lying is what you're saying?
Yes. See.
Okay.
She said just this.
Hey, sit down.
Yes.
And shut up, please.
Okay, shut up.
You don't need to talk.
I am drinking. I'm stealing.
No, stay seated.
Okay.
You're in another country. Shouldn't even be there. I mean, if I get caught in Russia and they're up there, what is your name? What brings you to Mother Russia? Man, what? Man, I ain't even let me grabbing stuff. Do you understand? It would be bad news for me. I'm asking for the treatment if I'm disrespecting the situation right here. So you get caught stealing. You should be sitting there going, I'm sorry, I didn't know, you know what, don't deport me. But no, not these girls.
I don't have any money with me. I have just my bed.
Well, that makes sense why you would steal, because you have no money.
I'm not stealing, but I want to go in the car. I thought that you go with here.
They just confirmed that they hit Auburndale as well.
Where?
Auburndale, Florida.
I can see you.
Sticky fingers. You guys have sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers.
I want to see you, please. Because I am not here. It's just as last time. I pay this. I want to pay.
Oh, she wants to pay now.
I want to pay this. What?
Because you already exited the store.
Okay, I'm stealing this.
That's why.
Okay, you go press police. Take out the police for this street.
Unbelievable. And yet, they want us to believe they're all gentle woodland creatures. All gentle woodland creatures. That's 3 right there. But here, she is. I want to pay. I want to pay. It's too late. You already done got busted with the sticky fingers. This is crazy. So they get busted with the sticky fingers. Now she ready to pay, y'all.
Anita,
Yes.
stop talking.
Okay.
Per the Border Patrol, known to conduct multiple thefts throughout the state of Florida.
Ooh, Border Patrol.
Wow.
Here, bitch.
Got the big fish today.
Might have warrants.
Ooh. Now watch this.
Put your hands together like you're praying.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to police. And what happened?
You stole.
What?
You stole.
What? No idea. No idea. Like, what are you arresting me for? What? He's like, who? You stole. What?
Oh, glasses?
For sunglasses, we are going in the jail.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's very crazy.
Very
So
crazy.
how long are staying in the jail?
How long?
Yes, how long?
Oh, I have no idea. When you take somebody.
How long? Like, this is just going to be a slap on the wrist. You're just detained for stealing. Sitting there like, I'm inconvenienced, man. How long y'all going to waste my time? That's what I want to know. Yeah. Somebody said they don't sound Hispanic. I don't think they are. I forget what country she said she was from. But my point is, these women, these young girls, have no idea the consequences. Sitting there literally shocked, like, what? I'm arrested? How long is this going to take? Don't even understand the process. You commit crimes, Romania, yeah. You commit crimes, you go to jail.
Somebody else's possession without their permission. It is a crime.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's not a crime.
These guys.
She said, oh, no, I don't think so. So stealing sunglasses to her is not a crime. There it is. See, consequences. But wait a minute. This one right here is the worst as we close. You see these two idiots right there? Now, these are two lives that are worthless at this point. They're done. Their lives are completely over. You know, and it's sad to see this because to be this young and be this evil and sociopathic is a shame, and to be ignorant. But I got a feeling it's a lot of young adults that we are raising in our society today that operates just like these two, meaning we have been getting away with certain crimes and people have been winking at it. There's no punishment. There's no examples of what not to do. We see folks getting in and out of jail whenever they want. We see some politicians encouraging violence depending on how it benefits them or excusing it. We see Soros-backed DAs and stuff letting folks out. When you start creating an environment like that, anybody that might have some sociopathic tendencies, they're going to go too far. It ain't going to be, you know what, I think I could just get away with looting. These folks actually, these two young men, are completely shocked that they were arrested for running over a former police chief and killing him on purpose. And look how they've been conducting themselves in court. Now, this right here is unbelievable.
They did not respect the court whatsoever.
The teens appear to communicate with each other, at times covering their faces and also laughing.
Also just released audio of Jesus Ayala in the backseat of a police car right after his arrest.
No idea the gravity of what they've done. They're not able to see that, dude, we are about to go to prison for the rest of our lives. And honestly, I don't know what state this is in. I think it might be in California or something like that. But honestly, if they could be charged as adults, I'm like, yo, is there some type of chair? He ran over two people, killed one, and now sitting up there giggling and snickering with his buddy. That stuff, if that was my father, man, they would have to hold me down. If I saw a smile, a chuckle, anything come out of these dudes, I would be like, tell you what, y'all ain't even got to send him to jail. Send him to Kevin's corner. Let me work on him for a couple hours. Unbelievable. Watch this attitude. They don't even understand the trouble they're in.
His cocky attitude is shocking.
Is it really that serious?
Is it really that serious?
You might be out of juvie in 30 days and move over to an adult jail.
What, I'm being in like 30 days? This man cannot be that dumb. He's 17. You're telling me you think, hey, wait a minute, I just killed a man, ran him over. What, 30 days? Slap on the wrist? Unbelievable.
Because that's how bad it is.
It's just a slap on the wrist.
Much to
A
the
slap
shock
on the
of
wrist, he
teens,
said.
They are being tried as adults, so expect more than a slap on the wrist.
What's up, sir? You already found the person who did it?
I got him in my car.
Keep blaming me.
I got him in my car.
You're listening to a conversation between an accused killer and one of the officers arresting him. Jesus Ayala, then 17 years old, had just been taken into custody on murder charges.
We got so much video surveillance, dude.
Is that right?
Is that right? Now I know that cop wants to take him out in the woods and beat his tail. You just ran over an innocent man, didn't care about his family, all of that. You go through life to get to the point where that man is. He done retired. He's enjoying himself, just trying to stay in shape. Worked hard to get the money he got. He's like, okay, now I get to enjoy the rest of my life. And it is snuffed out by these two idiots right there. Boy, I mean, now if there was ever a case for abortion, those two might fit the, we might have wanted, if we could see into the future what these cats was going to turn out to be, like, let's make an exception. This is unreal, man. So these kids right here do not realize the value of life. Not only the value of other people's lives, but they don't even realize the value of their own life. You don't want to go through life and say, all I've done is wreaked havoc. All I'm worth is eating, drinking, breathing, taking up resources and tax dollars. That's all I'm worth. Left no real positive mark on the planet. I came here and all I did was wreak havoc with no emotions, no fear. Unreal. Somebody said they did end times.
100% is. He and his friend accused of burglarizing an elderly woman's home, stealing a car, using it to run down two different cyclists, and recording their actions on video.
That's how bold they are. Recording their actions on video. I mean, if you haven't seen the video, it's pretty rough to watch. But yeah, they're riding, got the camera, laughing and joking, and just swerve right on over. Boom. Now, I ride bikes. And I'm sitting here, you just believe that, okay, these drivers, I got my little reflectors and everything. I'm like, all right, I'm sure they see me. But to have somebody, I could see if it was, oh man, I was texting or I accidentally nodded off. This was let me go over there and hit these people on purpose. No bike rider expects that. And he was in the bike riding area in the lane. And they went over there on purpose to do it. Man, these dudes should get the book thrown at them. And the one mother of the Puerto Rican kid or whatever nationality is, she was just, I can't believe my son did this. I cannot believe my son did this. Yeah, you're right. North Korea, if this was another country, that trial would be 30 seconds.
How long do you think I'm going to be in jail for?
How long do you think I'm going to be in jail
20, 30 years.
This is how oblivious the kid is. How long do you think I'm going to be in jail for? Do you understand if I was arrested for this as a 17-year-old, I would be, man, my life is over, man, dang. I ain't going to be able to play no more football. I ain't going to get married. I ain't going to get to do nothing, man. I can't believe I did this stupid mess. Here he is in the car, having a good time. So how long do you think I'm going to be in jail for? And the cop was like, hopefully 30, 40 years. Yeah. That's putting it kindly. I would say maybe 50. I don't want to see you get out ever, because this is a sociopath. This kid right here, I don't think he can be rehabilitated. Look at his actions.
30 years. And I'm not lying. I'm not being dramatic, but 20, 30 years. Hopefully.
He's shocked. He said, hopefully, at least. This kid's shocked. 20 or 30 years? That's how much time you get for killing an innocent man? Dang, that's crazy. Man, the sad part for him to even ask, how long you think I'm going to be in jail for? 30 days? Either something's not right up here. Well, something ain't right. You can't do what you did if something was okay. You know, you have no concept of like cause and effect. You have no idea of consequences for your action. This is the behavior of an animal. I hate to say it. Animals aren't aware of their actions. It's one of those things like, I'm gonna do this and I'll worry about the consequences later. If it ain't an immediate dangerous situation, but they're not aware of that from a moralistic standpoint. This man right here, no morals, nothing, no conscience, nothing, just straight up ran somebody over and having a conversation in the car very casually. If this was my son, I would be done with him. That's how bad this is. I would be scratching my head going, how did I raise this animal? How did this come out of me? What could I have done to put something more into this kid than what is in it? Because that dude right there feels nothing. Listen to what he asked the cop, y'all, before we get out of here.
No, it's a lot more than that. You should buy me something to eat.
You should buy me something to eat.
I say you should buy me something to eat.
Something to eat? Why?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too.
Yeah, I'll give you something to eat. A knuckle sandwich. I give you all 5 of these knuckles. This big pole right there. So this guy, well, you should buy me something to eat. It's all fun and games until his butt get locked up. And I heard a young black conservative. He covered this. And he was saying, man, not even the death penalty, give him like life in prison, but solitary confinement. And that's that right there at this age, going in at 17 and putting these rascals in a small little cage, toilet, sink, bed, no visitors, no nothing. See, going into something like that and you're 60, okay, yeah, I'm going to be bored. I'm going to go crazy in this little room, but I'll probably die in the next 20 years or so. But going in at 17 and knowing all I'm going to see for the next 60 or 70 years, if I live that long, is these four walls. And all they're going to be doing is saying, here's your food, slide it through that door. I'll eat out. Can somebody talk to me? Anybody? I just need somebody. Isolation will drive people nuts. And that's what they deserve. Because, see, they're not getting it the normal way. They're not coming under remorse the normal way. So something else needs to take place to really show them consequences.
Probably get us a meal.
We'll get some protein crackers. I'm good.
So Wingstop, that sounds good, or not having it in like 3 days. He jokes with the officer, calls him his new best friend, tells him he likes his gun. But the conversation keeps circling back to one topic, jail time. You said 20, 30 years?
Hopefully.
You think so?
Yeah.
You hope I do, bro.
Both?
Not for real. Hey, but keep it hard, like cops, like you can't lie like that. They like.
No, we're not allowed to. Yeah, I can't lie like that.
There is one more thing.
This is unbelievable. He's literally shocked that he might be looking at 20 or 40 years. He's like, for real, 20 or 40 years? Like, and he's like, hopefully. The cop is sitting there going, yeah. I mean, and honestly, I hope it's more than that. You just killed one of us. And even if he wasn't one of us, if you run over a full-blown innocent human being on purpose and filming it and joking, you're not equipped to be in society, buddy. So 20, 40 years, matter of fact, just go ahead and wrap it up. Just go ahead and say, man, this dude is done. Throw the key away. Unbelievable. 20, what, 24? Are you serious? I thought I was going to be out in 30 days.
The young suspect seems curious about. You think I'm going to come out in the news? Huh? You think I'm going to come out on the news?
You think I'm going to come out on the news?
You might.
Nah, I'm not even playing out for real.
It won't be for anything good.
Huh?
I said it won't be for anything good. It won't make your mama proud.
Good evening and thanks for joining us live at 5. I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Mabel Garcia. A trial date has been set for the two teens accused in a crime spree that included what police say was the intentional hit-and-run killing of a retired police chief officer, Andreas Probst.
In court today, the teen suspects did not show any concern. Our Jaewon Jung was there in the courtroom and also spoke to the family of Probst after the proceedings.
The family of Andreas Probst says the behavior of the two murder suspects makes them angry. Despite the serious felony charges each are facing, the pair were all smiles in court Tuesday. Sitting 4 seats apart from each other in district court Tuesday to set a trial date, 18-year-old Jesus Ayala and 16-year-old Jameer Keys were seen giggling, conversing.
You see that? That's totally unaware of the situation. Have no idea that these folks are about to go away for life. And I guarantee you at some point, one of them going to turn on each other when they realize this is serious. What, you mean we're not getting out in 30 days? When they start saying you've been charged with this and you're both looking at 50 years, I guarantee you the one that wasn't driving, hey, it was him. I told him not to do it. Yeah, but right now it's all farce and giggles. All farce and giggles. And that shows me that these two young men are broken on the inside. There's something wrong. They aren't even scared of the consequences. So either they're totally unaware of the consequences, or these folks are trying to mask it up and all, man, this ain't no dude, whatever, dude. But it ain't going to be funny when they put you in that slammer and lock that key up. And then you think you're going to get any sympathy and mercy by joking and playing around in court after this? These are the dumbest young men ever. So dumb. And their life is over. I'm going to tell you right now, I was in court in where was it? College. Me and my boy. Some of y'all know the story. But I got locked up overnight. Me and my boy got locked up overnight. And we ended up having to go to court. Now, the charge would have gotten me a felony if the judge wouldn't have been kind. And that would have been it for me. I probably wouldn't be doing the show today. I probably would have been. It was unlawfully transporting a weapon. Improperly transporting a weapon. Meaning I didn't have the ammunition and the gun in 2 separate compartments. And this was way before you can even carry, conceal to carry. So this was way back in the day. So I go to court, me and my buddy. We come up there, we got suits and ties on. And I noticed when I sat down, there was a guy in the back, and he got a long leather coat on. He got a hat cocked to the side, got some sunglasses on, and he slouched down in his chair. Like he mad because he even got to beat it. Judge comes in, all rise. Dude don't even want to get up. So he gets up, sit back down, and the judge sits there, stops, don't even say anything. He's just staring at this dude for like 30, 40 seconds with a stone face. Now, anybody staring at you that long, you should start going, okay, what am I doing here? Something, why is he staring at me like this? So the judge is just staring at him. And he looking at the judge like, what you staring at me for? So the judge didn't even say nothing to him. He said, bailiff, go over there and tell that man to remove his hat and glasses in my courtroom. Bailiff goes over there. Very kind. Sir, could you remove your hat and glasses? What does he do? Hit him with the beatbox. Took the glasses off. Now I'm watching the judge's face. I'm sitting here looking at what's going on back there, and I'm looking at the judge, and the judge is sitting up closer and closer like, I cannot wait to call you. I can't wait. And sure enough, he called that man. That man get up, walking down the aisle, swaying, get down there, mumbling under his breath. All right, you've been charged with whatever. How would you plead? No content. Well, you like to explain yourself. And he's mumbling. What? I'm sorry. Could you speak up? Man, I said, man. And after he got done, the judge said, okay, I find the defendant guilty and I am sentencing him to the maximum. Gave him 33 months in jail. Now, here's the scary part about it. What that guy did was not worse than what we were charged for. And so when the judge hit him with that, I'm going, oh my dang, he got 3 months. We are in trouble. What did I do? The opposite of what he did. Kevin, I got up, tie was nice and tight. I took all the soul out of my walk. I was the whitest man walking down there. I didn't have no bounce, nothing. Walked straight down there. Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'd like to start off by saying I was wrong. And guess what? Before it was over, me and the judge was laughing and joking. He's asking me about the football season. Then my boy followed suit. How you doing, Your Honor? I hope your day is going lovely. We are both wrong. And we played the game. We knew that if you get up there with a nasty attitude, they're going to drop the hammer on you. This guy right here, these kids, they don't understand, man. That judge saved my life. Yeah, by the end of the year, you know, we're going to knock it down to a misdemeanor. You crazy kids, stay out of trouble. Hey, keep me posted on the season. I was like, sure enough, absolutely, take care. Because you just saved my life. He has no idea right now if he's still alive. No idea the impact that he had on my life by making that judgment. And all it would have taken is me to have a nasty attitude and not be aware of the situation, you know, like the seriousness of the situation. And that could have went totally different. These two right here, totally unaware of the situation. Either way, they're going to get it. But they're definitely not going to get any type of leniency up there laughing and joking.
Covering their faces from media and flipping off the Probst family.
How can you sit there after taking a man's life and act like such an entitled
It's a scene that made the family of retired police chief Andreas Probst livid. His daughter Taylor shocked by the callous conduct.
They really have no remorse that this is just a game to them.
Metro police say Ayala was the driver and Keys the passenger in an intentional hit and run that killed Probst on August 14th. Probst was cycling in a bike lane north on Tenaya Way near Centennial Parkway in the Northwest Valley when he was mowed down.
It's not that serious.
Video from grand jury evidence released Monday shows Ayala joking around with an officer in the back of a police car following his arrest.
Man, I'm telling you, I might have jumped over it might be one of those court scenes where when court scenes go wrong. When these two young men ran over Kevin's father, he decided to take matters into his own hands and jumped over the bailiff and ran and started giving both of them the business. The business, jackhammers. So they're up there joking, and here comes their bootleg lawyer.
The news last night, I once again saw a brand new piece of video that I've never seen before.
Ayala's public defender, David Westbrook, argued in court.
How could you be laughing with this guy?
Footage on our channel for the first time.
I don't know if I need a press pass to get discovery, but I would certainly like to get some discovery in this case before the media gets it.
However, the evidence was not obtained through prosecutors, but through a public records request.
My understanding is that the grand jury said
Drop the hammer on him.
Judge Jacqueline Bluth acknowledged media is allowed access to grand jury exhibits. Still, Westbrook told the judge he's concerned about finding fair jurors in the case because of the media attention. The family of Probst telling reporters it's ironic Ayala's attorney is worried about media attention when police say the duo posted what became a viral video of the crime.
It was your people who put it in the media first. Your clients. Clients are the ones that put that on social media.
Wife Crystal Probst wears her husband's shattered Apple Watch, which first alerted authorities of the tragedy.
It reminds me he's here with me in the courthouse.
Trial is scheduled almost a year from now on September 16th, 2024, at the Regional Justice Center. I'm Jaewon Jung.
I am curious to see what these young men are sentenced to. If they get some type of leniency, I would be amazed. Even in the most liberal city, I can't imagine anybody having mercy on those two, especially with their nasty attitude. So they got a public defender. I'm sure he is not going to break his neck to try to get these two young men off. If anything, he might just be trying to keep them from life, or I don't know what state they're in. They probably can't receive the death penalty. But he's going to give them the minimum, and they'll never see the light of day again, which is good. Because if they're not able to recognize the gravity of that choice that they made right now, it's not going to get better. It's built in. It's in the bone. See, they lack a conscience, and that right there is a dangerous person to be in society. A dangerous person to be in society. And I'm scared because we're producing more and more of these type of people in our society. They might not, be to this extreme, but when I say lacking consciences, like the people who were celebrating the attack on this Israelis, the innocent folks just out there partying and they're out there celebrating that. That's a lack of conscience. Seeing what went on in the summer of love when they were beating folks and taking folks out the cars and stomping them and celebrating it. Yes, it was justified because of injustice. See, that's how they cope with it, by saying this is all justified because the people we're doing this to are so evil that they deserve it. They're not like us. You keep producing a society that operates like that, you'll produce a whole bunch of sociopaths. You'll produce a whole bunch of people that will justify violence, evil, all of that towards people who disagree with them, or sometimes just people who are just random victims. Because think about this, during the summer of love, how many of those people were beaten and most likely were liberal? I mean, they were doing that in liberal cities. So they were just randomly grabbing anybody who wasn't in the angry mob, dragging them out of cars and beating them. So they didn't care. That's what happens when you create this animalistic behavior and mentality. You don't care. That's why animals will attack other animals and eat them and never show remorse. None. You don't see any animal. Wolves don't say, man, I feel so bad about eating that rabbit. They just do it and move on. That's the way we live, man. It's wild. Humans should be operating on a higher level. Unfortunately, those two young men aren't, and they're going to pay a grave price. But unfortunately, that man's family is paying a greater one. So God bless y'all. God bless America. We in trouble. We in trouble, man. We'll see what happens. Please hit that like button. Share my videos. Oh, because I'm about to go out and be a cowboy. Hey, check it out. Hold on. Wait, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait. Look at the chaps. Oh, wait. If you think, you think that. Hold on. Wait. Y'all ready? Yeah. Got the cowboy boots. Yeah. I don't know how good I'm be to dance and all of this. but we'll see. So anyway, hit that like button, share my videos, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all those good joints. Don't forget, if you can, help out with my channel. The link to support is right below this video. And please, this number, text that number right there, so that this way I can keep you in touch. And then let me see what else. Follow me on Twitter, Rumble, all those places. All these are converted into podcasts as well. All right. So yeah, it's a little costume party I'm going to. I don't like dressing up and going in, but I'm like, why not? I'm like, yeah. Hanging on the board. I know you see the way we tear up the place. Yeah. Take care. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner.